Welcome back to another Shortwave Oddities compilation, where today we'll be focusing on the buzzer. This channel marker has gained a cult following in recent years, but also attracts pirate activity, attempts to jam it with music, voices and other weird and wonderful sounds. If you don't know what the buzzer is or what it does, there's a playlist in the description that features interference, faults and failures, and everything you need to know about this mysterious station. Many of you pointed me towards a remarkable clip recently which has been circulating on TikTok and appears to show the operator of the buzzer responding to a pirate, and it's absolutely remarkable. Let's watch it first and then we'll discuss it.
А можно шутку рассказать? Один да, два нет. Да за что? А музыку включить можно? Почему? А за такие вопросы вам ничего не будет? Да, блин.
So let's break this down. At the start of the clip, we see the awful digital hash that the buzzer seems to have been transmitting recently come to an end, leaving the frequency clear. This digital noise has been extremely active in recent weeks, and it starts when the characteristic buzzing stops, meaning it has to be coming from the same source as the buzzer. Could it be some sort of digital mode? The Russians have for a long time been using experimental digital modes, unknown to the West, to send encrypted traffic. During the silence, a pirate can be heard asking the buzzer if he can tell a joke. 1 buzz for yes, 2 buzzes for no.
Два нет.
After a pause, 2 buzzes can be heard in that same digital noise. Maybe the pause was the result of the operator laughing to his colleague, deciding what response to give, and I really hope this was the case. I still have vivid images of a dark, dingy, poorly lit room, with a transmitter glowing away in the corner and a control desk from the Soviet era still in place keeping the buzzer alive. The pirate, disappointed, asks why he can't tell a joke, and then proceeds to ask if he can play music instead.
Да за что? А музыку включить можно? Почему?
Again, it responds with 2 buzzes, slightly shorter and slightly closer together, an indication that parts of the buzzer's operation may still be manual, or at least there's the capacity there to modulate the carrier with some sort of PTT or key. Again, all conjecture. The pirate then asks why not, and if it's okay for the buzzer to answer more questions. After a short pause, the classic buzzer resumes operation.
Да, блин.
The pirate just as astonished as you are, hearing what appears to be a blatant piece of two-way communications between shortwave renegades and one of radio's biggest enigmas. Next is a clip from April which I haven't yet discussed that appears to be a pirate broadcasting Long Live Ukraine propaganda over the top of the buzzer. If anyone can confirm this, then please comment below.
Russian pig, Ukraine, fuck Putin. Russian pig, long live Ukraine, fuck Putin. Russian pig, long live Ukraine, fuck Putin. Pig, long live Ukraine, Putin.
The buzzer is often subject to pro-Ukraine propaganda broadcasts from pirates which some speculate could be state-instigated. This is the first time I've heard this female voice on the frequency. It's unlikely that those who operate the buzzer and those who are intended to receive it actually hear the majority of interference attempts. The buzzer is clearly a high-powered station, and whilst the lower-powered pirates can be heard strongly towards the UK and on the Dutch web SDRs, it's doubtful that they'll be causing any real problems. They're still interesting to monitor, however. Next is a clip which immediately caused my ears to prick up and reminded me of my childhood. See if you can guess the tune. That's right, it was music from Sonic the Hedgehog. Interspersed with the video game music was another female voice I haven't heard before. If anyone can tell what she's saying, then let us know. Sticking with the musical theme, the Bee Gees made an appearance on the buzzer way back in February 2022, another clip that slipped through the net. And now we come to another clip from back in April this year, which features the phrase Sieg Heil or Hail Victory, an expression adopted by the Nazi Party and one I've heard in both pro-Russian and pro-Ukraine pirate broadcasts. On the Russian side, supporting victory in the invasion of Ukraine, and on the Ukrainian side, a dig at Vladimir Putin. And lastly, another music intrusion against the buzzer from June, in the form of a track I can't identify. I'm sure somebody watching will be able to. As I said at the start, these videos aren't an instigation to start jamming the buzzer, they're just an educational look at what's going on out there in the ether, and hopefully they encourage you to switch on the radio and listen. At the end of the day, 4625 is an active military frequency, regardless of feelings towards its country of origin, and jamming it is a risky game.